Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If you're hearing my voice, you are in the right place. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Sagittarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with the Four of Cups. I feel like people feel safe in your presence, you know? People feel kind of a healing energy coming off of you, don't they? I feel like you have some kind of a presence in life where, like, people feel that they can rest when they're around you, like they can let their guard down, you know? And you probably find people are always coming to you telling you their real feelings about stuff. You got to be careful that you don't absorb too much of that, okay? This is a card of comfort. I think that you have a real ability to make people feel comfortable and to put people at ease and to, I don't know, I feel like when people are around you, they let their guard down, you know? And they'll tell you exactly how they think and feel, and I think it's very, very trusting, okay? I think you're somebody also that right now you want a little bit of that comfort. I think you just want right now like some good food, some nice soft clothes, like a bathrobe, you know? You want some quiet time, you want the bubble bath, you want your favorite TV shows. I feel like you've been craving some comfort in your life, you know? And I wonder if, like, you want something, but you won't really say it or you won't ask for it yet. Maybe you should. Let's put this into some context. Let's see what this energy is leading us toward. Oh, from a 4 to a 6. Oh, yeah. Well, you're asking for it, and life's going to get better and better and better. There's the 5. 4, 5, 6. Holy cow. Because the 5 of Cups is saying, yeah, there's something you want, because you don't have it, right? There's disappointment because the 5 of Cups is saying, I wish something were here, but it's not here. Maybe you're not asking for it because you don't want to be disappointed. There's the 2 of Swords, making the decision. 6 of Pentacles, wow. Wow, good. And a 9 of Cups, okay. All right, that's it. This is, something's wrong here. This is too good. This is really, and it's all about your choices here. Trust your intuition. Your intuition is leading you toward claiming these energies. And maybe, yes, maybe you're saying, well, I don't really want to go after these things or ask for these things or whatever it is, because what if I'm disappointed? What if I don't get the win? What if it doesn't work? This is a jackpot. Come on, this is the best. Here we have the Death card, the 6 of Swords, the Star, and, oh my goodness, and the 10 of Cups. It doesn't happen very often. I think this is it. This is like bliss. This is dreams coming true for you. Absolute jackpot. This is the jackpot you've been waiting for, right? Because this is the win. This is the feeling of abundance, right? It's not just like, here we get the money. It's like we got the feeling of it. It feels like a win. And of course that 10, it to me feels like long-term bliss and happiness. You're walking a road of real pleasure and happiness here. Wow. Okay, let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it right here with Tiny Bob Ross. Right on top, happy little Bob, happy little card. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any moment during this message you feel like you might know what that card might be, put your prediction in the comments right below the video. Now, as we look around the room, 2 majors. We have the Death and the Star. It's the rebirth of the Star. This is you're entering a season of healing. You're entering a season of comfort and bliss and joy and happiness, where things are going to go your way, where you're going to get the support back that you've been offering everybody else. This is it. This is really it. I think this is a period of relaxation, a season of like kicking back on the beach with a virgin pina colada, right? This is entering a time of real ease, comfort, and family, community, pleasure. Oof, this is good. So anyway, we've got our 2 majors. No fire. No fire at all, because we don't need it. We don't want it. We don't want ambition. We don't want a bunch of effort. We don't want a bunch of conflict. We don't want the heat of the fire. We want the cool, soothing, comforting pleasure of that water energy. We got a lot of water. Water, 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 water. The Death card is a water card. Scorpio. This is the Aquarius card. It's air, yeah, but it's kind of the water bearer, right? So this is Spirit bringing you the water that you need to renew yourself, to heal yourself. You're entering a period of real healing. Yeah, let's talk about, and of course we have a little bit of air, and we've got, good air and good earth too. Perfect. The 4 of Cups, comfort, emotional rest, stability. Okay. This is you enjoying simple comforts. And this is you like realizing what it is you want right now. What is it that you need in your life? Okay. Focus on environment. Refresh your environment. Put new flowers out on your dining table or whatever. You know what I mean? Make small changes that are going to keep your environment fresh. Okay, whatever that means for you. If it's lighting a new incense, or we're going to clean something, or we're just going to like declutter. Make your space feel good. Yeah. This is not excitement. This is contentment. This is us being grateful for what we have. I don't want busyness. I don't want flash. I don't want fireworks. Fireworks to me feels like loud noises and flashing lights. No. I want dim lights. I want mood lighting, I want soft music. I want candles. I want peace. I want quiet. Peace and quiet. What is it? Tranquility. That's what we're looking for. Yeah. And I think we're just going to feel this kind of gratitude for what we have. Those moments where we can just, what do they say? Chillax, right? That's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing here. This is comfort. And this is us not needing a bunch of stimulation. We're resting in that comfort. And I feel like, your heart is really starting to feel like it can open up, and it can be a little bit more at ease, that we can kick our shoes off and put our feet up a little bit. Because we need that. We need that emotional sort of like discharge, that emotional relax, that emotional unwinding. What we need is comfort, again, warmth. We need emotional safety. You may find that you've been a little bit more nostalgic lately. As we kick our feet up and we enter this new season, we might be reminiscing about the good old days a little bit. That's okay. Spend time with those positive memories of joy, but also spend time with people in your life now to make more of those memories. And it's not exciting, it's not fireworks, it's not loud. It's intimacy, it's tranquil, it's calm. I think we all need this sometimes. Spend time with someone that feels familiar, kind. It's not complicated. It's not loud. It's someone that it's someone that resonates with your vibe. You know? So it's like right now, if someone's going to come over and they're going to be real loud, you know, you're saying now's not the time. So you really you want to spend time with people that are on the same wave as you. And it's a very tranquil wave. So seek out those people. Or if those people don't exist in your life right now, spend time with yourself or your pets or your plants, you know, or the right people. Do something sweet for yourself. Play a game. Eat something sweet. Yeah, do it for me, okay? Have a bowl of ice cream. Look at some art that makes you feel good, that helps you to relax. You know, there's different kinds of art, right? Some types of art agitate us. They get us all riled up. They make us feel uncomfortable. That's good art. But good art can also just make us feel peaceful. Music, you know, maybe it's not a time for heavy metal. Maybe it's a time for classic house music. Or vice versa. Maybe the heavy metal relaxes you. Could be. But let those simple pleasures really count. The cup of tea, the blanket, the TV show that you like, the hot bath, the slow leisurely walk. And maybe reconnect with a friend or even a hobby that gave you joy in the past. You're leaning into being yourself. You don't have to impress anybody. You're in your bathrobe. You're in your slippers. You're in your jammies. Yeah. You're choosing gentle experiences over intense stimulation. Why? Well, because you've been craving it, because you've needed it. And maybe because you may feel as if there's some kind of an emotional need in you. The Five of Cups is sometimes it's your heart saying, hey, don't forget about me. It's the waving at you, right? It's the five-fingered hand waving at you, saying, hey, don't forget about me. You know, I've been through it. I've had a rough go of things lately. And maybe this is you being honest with yourself and recognizing that you're kind of tired. You know, emotionally we're kind of like we're worn out. Maybe this is an old hurt that's asking to be healed, or a disappointment that's asking for your comfort and your consolation. You gotta love yourself. You gotta give yourself that hug. That's what a Six of Cups is. It's a hug. And you're getting a big old hug right now from the universe. Because maybe, I don't know, maybe you felt like you blamed yourself for something, or, you know, you felt that there's this absence in your life that hasn't yet been addressed, hasn't yet been healed from or restored. Your soul is in need of that kind of rejuvenation. And maybe you feel as if you've been neglecting yourself. Not just your emotional needs, but physical and mental and your spiritual practice. Yeah. You're not just diving into your sadness, though. You're taking care of yourself. And you're allowing other people and other things to take care of you as well, because you're always doing that for everybody else. So reach out to people, okay? And, you know, maybe we're allowing a little bit of closure to something. We're in a journal. Maybe we might We might cry a little bit, and that's okay. But we're releasing something so that we can receive this beautiful healing energy. Okay. So I like that. And the Two of Swords back here, I think, this is very poignant. Because it's basically saying that, look, you have to choose this peace and tranquility. You have to choose this. You have to take it. Nobody's going to come and say, hey, you look tired. Take some time off. Go relax. Here's a hot bath for you. I mean, maybe they will. If they do, hang on to those people. But you have to choose that. Because the worst thing is that you're in the bubble bath, but your mind is chaotic. You've got to let yourself relax. You've got to learn how to relax. You've got to choose peace right now. The Two of Swords is peace. It's you choosing peace. It's you taking kind of a mental, spiritual break. You're taking like a spiritual sabbatical. Yeah. This is you avoiding conflict. Just for the sake of your own tranquility. It's basically, this is the card that instead of arguing with somebody, you just say, you know what? You're right. Yeah. You're right. Because I just don't care. Because I don't care to argue about it. I don't need to prove myself to you. I don't want to get into that entanglement and get into that debate. I'm just going to say, yeah, whatever you want. Whatever you say is fine. That seems to be the mode. You know, this is very Big Lebowski. And I think he wore his bathrobe everywhere, didn't he, in that movie? Yeah. So this is that, basically, right? You're giving yourself some quiet time. And you're not trying to get entangled in anything. You don't need to respond to anything. Emails can wait. Peace and tranquility is not the absence of conflict, but it's your choice not to feed it, not to feed into it. You're choosing calm on purpose. Neutrality, right? Not taking sides. I don't want to get involved. I just want to have a burrito and a bowl of ice cream in the bathtub. I don't want to get involved in the drama. I'm just not into it. I'm not feeling it. Okay. So you have to choose this because and the reason the star is in this position of the fear, worry, concern is because you don't always feel right taking time for yourself. You're always the mediator. You're always the one that's kind of helping other people solve their problems, you know? I think that's part of our Six of Pentacles. Because this is success. And this is support. This is kind of the idea that you're always there to support other people and help other people. And maybe in very practical ways. You know, say yes to things that are going to help you. Okay, practical things. You've always shared very generously with other people. Now we've got to let other people share generously with us. Yeah. I think that there is something also in your life, some kind of a financial thing that might be paying off right now. And it may be that this is giving you the means to say, okay, I guess I can just enjoy my life a little bit now. Okay. I feel like there's some sort of success that you're creating. And I think that there's this recognition that you deserve good things in life. You deserve abundance. This is a harvest. This is a tangible harvest or payout that's coming into your life. Yeah. And it may be that job or a project or an investment that you're going to draw from. Maybe this is your savings. Maybe it's saying that, look, you can take a little bit of that and treat yourself. Go buy yourself something nice. It's a time to be selfish, but it's a time to share with others at the same time. You know, being generous for selfish reasons, maybe. But if you do have quality people around you, spend time with them. Be generous with them. Let them take care of you. Let them pick up the tab sometimes. You pick up the check sometimes. Okay. I feel like you have a really wonderful support system. And it's leading us to that 9 of Cups. And this is happiness. This is the happiness that keeps on happening. This is the love that keeps on loving. This is the dream that keeps on dreaming. This is contentment, emotional fulfillment, satisfaction, and joy. Something in your emotional life is working. Let yourself feel this. This is healing. This is growth. This is stability that you've created. So for some of you, yeah, there's going to be that financial win that's coming in. It's really going to give you the opportunity to just feel good. It's kind of like all that hard work has paid off. Now you can rest a little bit and you can heal. Do at least one thing this week purely because it feels good. Okay? There's a real deep feeling of satisfaction. Share this with someone. Share your good mood, share your good fortune with someone else. Yeah. This is your creative and sensual energy that's really going strong. And don't feel guilty. You deserve it. You've earned it. This is what emotional safety is going to feel like. This is happiness. And this is you realizing that you're allowed to feel joy. This is a season a season of sweetness that you're moving into. This is you remembering how good your path can feel. Happiness, joy, that's how your path is supposed to feel when it's working. Things feel like they're working now. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It's a great way to support the channel, and I really appreciate it. Now, your general energy is the Death card. I feel like you're literally moving into a new season of your life. There's an ending to something. I think it's an ending to some kind of conflict. It's an ending to, well, really what I feel is it's an ending to the hard work that has brought about this jackpot. It's finally here, okay? And so now it's kind of like we get to shift out of that intense fire period, intense activity and ambition and burning the midnight oil and burning the candle at both ends. Now you're flipping to the exact opposite of fire. You're getting into the water. Okay, that chapter is over. And I feel that you are, and maybe even in your maturity, in your spiritual evolution, Sagittarius, you're looking at life differently. And we may be looking at life and saying, I need to enjoy myself more. I need to heal more. I need to love more. I need to feel good more often than I feel terrible. Okay? We need to create more of a 9 of Cups, less of a 9 of Swords back there somewhere. So it could be that you've outgrown the old way of living. You know, that old, it's kind of like, you know, when we're young and we just have all of this energy and we've just got like, what do they say, salt and vinegar in our blood or something. And, you know, we're pushing and striving, and there's that 5 of Wands, that fight everywhere. And I think you still have a lot of fight in you. But I feel like you're just kind of like, it's like you're you've just grown into that Big Lebowski energy where you're just like, I just want to be at ease. I just want to be at peace with life. I don't want to fight. I don't want to struggle anymore. And I feel like there's this real contentment that's happening now. And this is like, you're letting go of that old way of doing things. You're shedding a skin. Yeah, you're shedding a skin. And you might be feeling more nostalgic, like I said. Could be that you're finding yourself getting rid of stuff lately. Yeah, have you been doing that? Let me know if I'm right. I feel like you've been cleaning something out. It's a drawer, it's a closet, it's a basement, it's the attic. Cleaning out the closet, getting rid of old clothes, go donate old stuff, or just maybe you're trying to just get rid of stuff. Yeah. You're going for a more clutter-free, a more relaxed, a more tranquil life. Yeah. And well, I feel that for some of you there is a specific thing that you might have been grieving. Because of the Death card and the Five of Cups, I feel like some of you are exiting a phase of grieving. And now we're healing, and we're getting back to the good stuff, and we're feeling joy again, and we're feeling the good sweetness of life. Because I feel like the grieving is over. So we're getting out of that phase of grieving. Okay? And now what we're trying to do is we're trying to renew life. Okay, this new chapter is opening up for us, and I think it's going to be really, really extraordinary. And the star is bringing that new chapter and bringing the healing. So yeah, some of you may have been in a phase of grieving, some kind of a loss or a disappointment. And it may have been something rather serious, but there is a new chapter opening now. And I want to talk about the Six of Swords because that is kind of like a plan, right? And so, first of all, we have 666, so really good energy for you. Really strong, healing, happy, optimistic energy. But the 6 is also harmony with other people. Okay, it's the beauty and the tranquility in your relationships. So in other words, we're not trying to fight with people. We're not trying to argue. Just trying to get along. Just trying to have an easy, smooth, tranquil life. So we're not fighting. Okay? And then also I feel like you're starting to understand the bigger picture for you. You're starting to understand the patterns. You're seeing how everything fits together. Yeah, you've taken a step back and you've seen the pattern of life. Yeah. And so I do feel like you've processed something. You've processed some feelings. And you've come to see how they fit into the larger picture of your life. Or you've come to see how that Five of Cups, while it does feel very significant, very serious when we're in it, is a very temporary thing for you. You're stepping back and looking at the pattern, not just those feelings. And you're not analyzing it too much. And I feel like we've come to accept the divine sort of providence. Yeah. And I think that you, I don't know, I almost feel like there's a particular mental peace, like you have peace of mind, because you kind of know the plan for the future. So we're not worried about it. We're not physically or emotionally or mentally confused about anything. I feel like your body is feeling at ease. You have the Six of Pentacles is the 6 pillars of health, right? You're focused on getting good sleep, intentional movement. You're focusing on good nutrition, stress reduction, relationships, the sense of purpose in your life. So I feel like physically everything is aligned for you. Emotionally everything is aligning for you. And mentally everything feels like it's lining up. So you feel like your life has a plan. You're not intellectually, you're not worried about your life or how it's going. Mentally and emotionally you're healing and you're confident and you're relaxed, you're calm and blissful. And physically I think everything is coming together too. I think with the finances, I think that you have a good health routine. You have the 6 pillars of physical health. So I think it really is it's a strong alignment in your life right now. And the star, of course, this is that feeling like we're being blessed with these spiritual waters of renewal, of rebirth, of growth, of healing. Yeah, the star kind of restores our faith in the universe. It's giving us guidance and clarity, giving us hope and healing. And I think there probably was some chaos in your life recently. But now things feel cool and they feel calm. And you're believing in a gentler, more tranquil future. And your energy is clearing. And you're being kind to your body and soul. You're making choices physically, mentally, emotionally that feel clean, feel simple. You're spending time in nature. You're stargazing. Yeah. And I feel like there's a little bit of solitude. I think it's very healing for you. But you're also sharing, I think, with quality people. We don't want to be overstimulated right now. No bright lights and loud noises. We want tranquility. We're gonna be in this beautiful life. Physically, mentally, and emotionally, we're recognizing the beauty. And life feels like it's a soft glow and not like fireworks. It's just a soft glow. Okay? And so I feel like this is really like you're feeling good about life and about the path that you're on. There's nothing that feels twisted up or like disjointed or out of place. I think this is your soul recognizing the path forward. I feel like you're on your yellow brick road. I think the star has shown you where you needed to heal and where we needed to shed a skin or where we needed to evolve or grow up a little bit. And now you're on that yellow brick road and it's just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep going. You're on the right track. Follow that soft light. And let's look at the mystery card. Before we do that, let's just talk quickly about this 10. I feel like this is where this should be the natural ending of the reading, but you have that 10 of Cups as well. And this really is like, when we're thinking of the yellow brick road, this is the future. Right? This is the goal. This is how you want your life to feel. This is the future for you. And it's bliss, it's tranquility, it is an interconnected life of pets, plants, and people. This is that dream come true life. This is the ideal future. And you're on the road to this. This is fullness. This is completion. Okay, this is love. This is connection. Yeah. This is what you want your life to feel like. And so it feels, it feels like we didn't even have to talk about that, but that is the road, and that is where you're going. Okay. And that's the dream come true. It's the tranquil, beautiful, full, rich, meaningful life of depth and purpose and connection and healing. And it's your family, your friends, your pets, your plants, your people. Yeah, it feels really good. Now, let's check out this mystery card. I feel like it should be the Empress, maybe something like this. It might be the Temperance card. If you have a prediction, please put it in the comments down below. Let's take a look. Yeah, the Empress, for sure. Because the Empress, first of all, this is paradise. The Empress is the best life. This is you living the best life that you could possibly dream of. And it feels nourishing to your soul. It feels good. It feels like you're putting in the work, you're getting the reward. I think right now you're in the phase of, or the season of harvest, of receiving. Okay. But there's always more work to do, of course. This is also that card of self-care. It's saying that right now you need to just sit around in your jammies and do things that feel nourishing to you. Do things that feed your soul. Allow your soul to be fed and nourished. Because you need it, you deserve it. Okay? Add pleasure to your life right now. Beautify your space. Candles, art, perfumes, incense, flowers, yeah. You've been wanting more comfort in your environment. And I think that you're the one that tends to be giving to everybody else, emotionally, let's say, reassuring everybody. But now you kind of need that. You need that soft glow. You've been craving that softness and that beauty. Nourish your body, good food, rest, hydration, that sort of thing. Say yes to things that warm you, to kindness. Say yes to connection. What would true self-care look like for you right now? Tend to your garden. And now we're going to tend to the extended reading. Please click on the link in the corner or the link in the video description. Sagittarius, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we are all in this together.